Are you serious?
That was wild.
That is what they really do?
I swear.
That is disgusting.
So this cage is definitely secured. It's like a freaking wall.
Yeah, so you know like in Jurassic Park when they like think about trying to kill you?
Yes, that's what they do.
Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah.
Come here, big girl. Come here, big girl. All right, so all the poles are set and placed in the cassowary enclosure. So now we're moving our panels that we picked up about 2 to 3 weeks ago. My dad, Skylar, Cassandra, and I, we're moving them all together. We just need another like 3-4 more to put on top of this wagon, drag it over there, and then start lining up the panels perfectly and start hammering and stapling these bad boys in. The only 2 parts that we're not gonna be able to get done today to get the animals inside will be the slide door and the main door. My buddy Tyler will be coming soon to get the measurements so you can make the slide gates and the main gates, the framing and all that stuff. It's gonna be pretty dope. All right, so check it out, you guys. We got all the panels in place. Obviously not stapled in, we just have them all lined up. We want to make sure that every single line is perfect and lined together so that there's no oddballs. Everything looks great. We already have all those panels there. We have a little bit more panels there. So we're gonna start working on it right now. We're gonna start probably from this end and just start working our way all the way around so it's all perfect. We don't want to, let's hear it.
We need a ladder.
Yeah, we're gonna need a ladder because if not, it's not gonna work well.
I could just put you on my shoulders.
Not happening. Yeah, we definitely got to start from one end and go all the way around because if we start here and start there, it's going to be uneven 1000%. So we're going to start from this corner right here and we're going to work our way all the way around. So I guess it's time to start hammering. Let's do it.
Guys, don't get fooled.
We like working our forearms.
No. Me and Skylar
Did 2 panels.
did
Good
all
job.
those panels. He just came.
We'll update you guys. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have to do like 18 more. My buddy's actually on the way right now, so he can start doing the measurements. Hopefully we can have the gate and the slide door in by no later than next week so that we can get these birds inside of it would be the goal. The sooner the better, obviously. Once we get all the fencing in, all the piles of dirt that we have all the way around, we'll rake it to the sides, fix everything up. And I definitely want to add at least 3 to 4 more trees inside of it, especially on the other side that we're going to redo. So we're just about 70% done on doing the enclosure. The whole entire back of the enclosure is done. We'll go show you guys real quick. It looks good. I'm really happy with it for sure. There's some parts that the 6x6s were a little lower. We definitely not going to cut anything with the top whatsoever because just don't want to do that. Obviously, I am not a professional cage builder, I guess you could say. But at the end of the day, if the animal is secured and it cannot get out, that's all that matters. And on top of that, with regulations and permits and all that stuff, at the end of the day, if it's not in a straight line, that doesn't matter either. Because of the fact of the animal's not going to care, the inspector's not going to care. It's your own personal preference because at the end of the day, animal's not going to get out. And that's the main reason what these people want and what anybody wants. You don't want your animal to be running down the street. That just doesn't want them. And you don't want that to happen. So this cage is definitely secured. It's like a freaking wall. We probably put every single panel probably has close to about 25 to 30 staples without a doubt in all different directions. So we're solid, we're good. We have our double barrier for our neighbors over there. We're gonna put a shade cloth on that backside. We just did that to prevent them because yes, they have kids, 2, they have pets, and I wouldn't want my cassowaries to butt up because they do kick and they could kick and kick the cage, the fence, and we don't want that to happen to bow up. And it's just a precaution for our neighbors, protect them, protect us, protect the birds, all that cool stuff. So normally for all of my enclosures, you're always supposed to put the mesh in the inside, but with the cassowaries, yes, they are gonna jump up and hit the fence every once in a while, which most likely would be the corners, but I really don't think they're gonna be able to bend this up whatsoever. Yes, they're a big bird, but they're not like a goat or a donkey or a cow that do this, that rub and do this. They don't rub at all. They're not rubbing kind of animals. So over time from them rubbing, it's not gonna happen. The only time they're really gonna kick is when we're doing maintaining. So when we're walking in the back and it's, you know, breeding season, they might come up and kick it like that.
Run into it. Show them how strong it is.
No, I'm not. I've done that when I was younger and I hurt my hip really bad. I'm not doing that. You know, they're gonna run up and do that. No, it's not a problem. If let's say it does start being a situation, you know, there's going to be a corner that they're going to like the most, to hit the most, and that's guaranteed. It's going to happen. That happens with every animal. You can put 2x6s in the back to support it a little stronger if we had to. This is a 1000% overkill for an enclosure for these birds. It's literally, this is an enclosure. If we put a top over, we can put a jaguar, a tiger, or a bear inside of here. So it's very, very strong, very, very secured, and bad to the bone. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 trees that are inside here, and these 2 small ones. This right here, I guarantee is gonna get killed the first day we put them inside of here. Which is gonna unfortunately happen. If it does, I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna probably add some sort of tree in this section right here. These guys that live in the jungle, they like the thickness. They like to live on the ground floor of the jungle. Let's keep on going. We're gonna get the rest of this up over here. My buddy came here to get the measurements. We have some metal coming in. We're gonna have our slide door over there, and then we're gonna have let me just stop right there. I literally, Cassandra's laughing in the background because I told her not to start from over there, and that's where we started.
Both of us.
Both of us. Dumb and dumber over here. Me and Cassandra.
Why?
Because
That
I
was
was supposed to put a
supposed to
freaking
be a door.
door over there. And I just put a freaking frame.
So now you gotta cut that.
No, I just got to pop it all off. Thankfully, Cassandra just picked up the camera, and we only have 1, 2,
Oh, like only 4.
3, 4, 5, 6. I started going here on that. All right. Thankfully, there's only 6 in there. Oh my goodness. This panel is supposed to go over there, not over here, because this is where we're gonna put a door.
Why not put it right there?
Because if any case of, this is a good question, very good question. My mom just asked. Let's say we got to pull the animals out for any reason. It's a lot easier to get them to a corner to get them out. So you put your enclosure right here. You open your door, the bird runs in, you get him in. Now, if the door is over here and you open it up, he's gonna keep going to this corner. It's harder to get him into the enclosure. Here, you just corner him to the corner with 2 riot shields, and you get him in. So it has to be on a corner. We're gonna get this tubing, the 2x2 tubing, and we're gonna weld it to the steel, and that's gonna be our frame. Going around, the door is going to open up this way. So the hinges are gonna be there. The door's gonna open up this way, not that way. Because the fact of, if you open it this way, and let's say if the bird's over here for some odd reason, which it shouldn't be whatsoever, because that's why we're gonna have the divider. But the days that we're going to go in here when we have to catch the bird, which is probably never, you just wanna have everything done correctly the first time. If you open it up this way, you're gonna just be, let's say it was right here, you're just gonna be opening it up to the bird.
Well, why don't you open it outward, not inward?
You never open the door outward.
Yeah, no, not
because you
outward.
open it outward, the bird runs out. So when you open it like this, and you have time to see what is going on with your shield. Everybody uses shield. I know people are like laughing at me, but yes, you need some type of protection just in case when you go inside the enclosure when the birds get big, because during breeding season, especially, well, again, we're not going to be having that situation because that's why we're having the divider. Whole reason why we're making this a 2-section cage. So let's say when there's breeding season, we got to collect eggs, put them in the incubator. We distract the birds on one side, we collect their eggs. Enough talking. Let's get our metal sheet back up. All right, so it's the next day. We decided that we're gonna leave this piece of mesh here right there because of the fact of my buddy's not gonna be able to get the door and the slide door done until the weekend is over. Today is Friday, as you guys know, and I wanna get these birds inside of the enclosure so they start getting used to this area before we knock that area down. I don't want them to get stressed out whatsoever, so we want them to get to this side so they can start exploring, getting used to this spot. I think they're gonna get very, very comfortable very quickly, but just to be 100%, I want to make sure that they're already comfortable with the side. We're moving some of the dirt around so that it's up against the sides. Everything looks great. Everything is completely locked in and in place. We're going to walk this way. Somehow, Fanatic got here. He's here at the ranch helping me out a little bit. He drove all the way down from Texas. And
For this, actually.
For this.
This is actually why I came here.
that's the whole reason why he came.
I'm actually quite knowledgeable in transferring birds, so this is kind of my thing.
There you go. So the enclosure is going to be all the way up to right here, and this is going to be done. Then we got to rip all this out. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to rip this off.
Oh, God.
So watch out, you guys. That could go there. And then we're going to unstaple this little piece of mesh right here and connect it to the back side of there. So it's pretty much making a chute to go that way. So we're going to have this piece right here and then that piece right there so they can just start walking back and forth. Eventually, good job. Eventually it's going to be the same exact way. But we have to have this piece here because if they walk that way, they're going to be able to walk around the backside and then get out of the enclosure. Sandra didn't realize that. So once I take this piece off, I'm going to staple it to there to staple it to the 4x4. They have a chute to go that way and this piece going that way. So in about 30 seconds to about 5 minutes how long we are able to get this done, the birds are going to be able to start to walk over there. I'm not worried about working on the birds right now because the birds are still not adults. We're just getting this enclosure done now so that we don't have to do it in the future when they're more aggressive and more territorial. All right, Fanatic.
Yeah.
Now you're inside the enclosure. Skylar, this is your time to shine. We need you to get the hammer and staples.
This is your time to shine. It's crazy. Wow.
And put a couple right up against this. Just a couple.
Oh, you said don't go face to face with him.
Oh yeah, Skylar. Keep it going.
That's good. Now we're just gonna get this piece and put it right there. That's it. Exactly what we needed. And it's exactly what we just were talking about. We made ourselves a little chute to go in, so now they can walk back and forth. It's gonna take them a little bit to walk by. I definitely think once we walk out, they'll start following us. They're gonna realize that the area is open and be all right.
They're good.
They're good?
They're good.
All
Yep.
right.
Making sure.
Oh yeah.
Go on, guys.
Come on, guys. I think they're.
He's a little scared.
I'm good.
A little scared.
Okay, come on, guys. Come on through.
Gonna stay right there.
Yeah, you shouldn't you stand up?
No, they're fine.
Oh, you're just gonna kick you in the face. No problem.
So exactly what we were just talking about, you guys. And at the end of the day, 6 foot is exactly all they need. Everybody that keeps these birds in the state, keep their enclosure 6 foot. Again, we went 8 foot. We did 2 foot higher than regulation, and that's pretty freaking insane. And then anybody that's saying, oh, you have this little temporary 4 foot thing right here, at the end of the day, the whole entire property is all fenced off to 6 to 8 foot as well. We just doubled it up and made it a lot bigger for them. Oh yeah, come on, guys.
Come on, Tyler.
Come on, Tyler.
You look like a Tyler.
The other day, the one was taking a poop, and when it was doing it, the other one was eating it coming out of it,
That's
Oh.
disgusting.
eating the fruit.
That's a interesting technique. I haven't seen that one. Okay.
They're curious though. They're like, whoa.
Is it the same concept? Aren't like ostriches really dumb?
I don't think so. I think the castors actually really think on what's going on.
Really?
They're literally like dinosaurs. Very, very smart.
Yeah, so you know, like in Jurassic Park when they like think about trying to kill you.
Yes.
Nyah, nyah,
That's
nyah,
what
nyah.
they do.
Yeah, it's the same
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
So these guys are just about 4 feet in. I'm going into the new enclosure, and they're just more curious on eating the guava leaves that are over here and just eating all this up. I never knew these guys ate so much leaves till now. They've been eating quite often a lot more leaves than normal. So we got 3 quail right here, and once they see this quail, they're gonna come running out, guaranteed. They have a look. I know I kind of lied to Fanatic earlier saying they only eat fruit, but that's kind of a lie. They
Yeah,
do
they
eat
do.
quail, and they do love
What the heck?
Watch this. Come here, big girl. Come here, big girl. Come here, big girl. Here. You want it? Oh, they'll go back in. So they know this is exactly why you don't want to just force them inside of the enclosure, because it's going to take them time. They're going to go back and forth, back and forth. This is their safe zone. They're used to the bamboo in the corner and all that stuff.
It's like Jungle Island.
Just like Jungle Island. Jump right up. And now we got a little bit of tomatoes. Let's see if that's gonna get them with the color. Come on, girl.
Oh.
Oh, that is my cue to move.
They're coming. They're starting to come.
Yeah, they have a new pond.
It's pretty crazy if you listen to them, the noise that they're starting to make. But they're so curious. They're not like, oh, let's just run and be free.
Just getting behind this tree.
It's a good thing that they say in Australia when you go, the best thing to do is act like a tree.
Here I
Because
go.
they just don't want you to, get killed that way. Come on, girls. Uh-oh, they saw the camera over there. Look at them looking at you. Eventually, they're going to be completely jet black and a huge, huge comb and all bright colored around their neck.
Jet black.
Jet black, completely black. They're probably going to turn around and just walk back in. And again, this is exactly why it takes time. If we would have put the gates and all that stuff, it's going to take another 3-4 more days. They're going to go back and forth. Tonight, guaranteed, we come here tonight around 6-7 o'clock, they're going to be sleeping over there. If they're over here, I'll be very, very, very surprised. There's something with this pond right now is getting them a little off balance, is what's going on. They just keep backing up.
They think they can't swim.
Oh, no, they can swim. They're actually really good swimmers.
No, I'm saying they think they can't swim.
Possibly.
We'll dangle you from the tree.
Yeah,
Upside
no,
down.
I mean, whatever
You-
to get him in here.
You know what Di
Honestly.
said to do? He's like, yo, this is a perfect spot to have a swing with the castaways. I was like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
With cash?
No, just for me.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you were gonna put cash in here.
No.
Oh, okay.
I like that. It's a good thing.
So that little sea grape tree did not have a chance. It didn't even last 5 minutes of the birds inside his enclosure. Guarantee every single leaf at the level of their height is going to be gone in about a week.
What is the height that they get to?
The height, females are almost 6 to 7 foot. standing straight up tall.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right, last attempt to try the quail.
They're like,
They said screw that water today, boys. Double feeding my dinosaurs right there. No, now they're Now they're curious. They're like, we're in a new area.
Oh, hi there.
This is so freaking cool. Watching them inside a new area. Really, really neat. They're starting to get real dark compared to. It's so dark over there compared to over here.
so wait, they and then they eat it again.
Yeah, they recycle their food.
That's disgusting.
Look.
I never.
Look, I'm gonna throw up.
Are you serious?
That was wild.
That is what they really do?
I swear.
That is disgusting. Are you serious?
We had them here for a year and a
I
half.
never knew that.
Ma, you're watching it happen.
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Look at his face. Look at his face. They must have incredible immune systems.
Oh, it's incredible.
Like,
My mentor told me straight up. He said the only way these things die is if a semi hits them.
that thing just projectile, like, and then I'm good.
That happens all the time, you guys.
Serious?
It happens 3, 4, 5 times a
So
day.
basically, they eat in the morning, they eat in the afternoon, and they eat it again?
Yeah, it really doesn't. You would think their stomachs would have a lot more acid in them and go down faster, but it just flips right out again.
Think about that though. That's like never-ending
So they
food.
basically-
Oh, they just recycle.
So basically, they get one meal and then get another one in the afternoon?
Well, if they feel hungry and they want to start over, yeah, they do that.
That is quite the technique.
I had no idea they did that.
They finish up everything. Look, they're gonna get it.
I'm wondering why there's no piles of poop in the enclosure.
They just cycle it over.
Most things to take care of.
Yep.
Ew, that's disgusting. All right.
How their immune system's strong. All right, you guys. We'll get back to you guys in the morning, see how everything's doing. All right, it's only been about 5-10 minutes. We said we were going to start recording tomorrow, but they already started venturing off, and they're already starting to forage naturally in their enclosure with the mulberry tree they have in here. So they're eating up all the mulberries that are falling on the floor. There's tons of mulberries, and look, they're picking them all off. Naturally, where they come from in Australia in the wild, they're the biggest disperse of seeds in the jungle. If cassowaries were not alive, there would be no jungle, because they eat a fruit, they go 100 feet away and they drop it, and they're the biggest dispersals of fruit, trees, and trees in the wild. So it's really, really cool. And that's the reason why cassowaries need to be in our world, because if there was no cassowaries, there'd be no jungle at the end of the day. We just picked up a bucket of fruit for our cassowaries. We prep our fruit every single week, so we have a bucket of fruit ready to go, so we don't have to cut every single day. So we have an entire bucket of fruit right here, and they also get a pellet diet as well, a nice big scoop. So we're gonna head to our cassowary enclosure. You can see from the distance now, I mean, it looks absolutely amazing, and it's not 100% done, but it's more than efficient for them to be inside of it right now. We still have to make our main door. That's gonna be right here. That's just if we have to go inside. And I'm still trying to figure out a way to how we're gonna feed them, because eventually all the way down to the bamboo, it's gonna be 8 foot tall. So I need to figure out a way to how I'm going to feed them without entering the enclosure. So a way that I was thinking was possibly like something like right around here, was to throw a PVC pipe, a big round PVC pipe, maybe like an 8-inch one or a 10-inch one or something, and have it angled downwards, and then pretty much get the bucket and just throw it in like this. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comments. Like that? Or what's another way do you guys think I can feed the cassowaries without entering their enclosure? Let me know. Give me some ideas. The more brains thinking about this, the better. I only have one little brain, and still trying to figure that out. But as of right now, they just have this little area, and they literally just do this. Throw it right down, and that's it. People are gonna say, why do you not throw it on top of like a container or I don't know, a bucket or something so that it doesn't get dirty? At the end of the day, they eat their own poop. Like, they literally poo and they eat it again. In the wild, there's no plates. In the wild, there's no trays. In the wild, the fruit falls from the jungle top, from the canopy, hits the floor, and they eat it however it happens. Yes, they do hit the trees and get fresh fruit sometimes, but naturally, that's all it is. My mentor, the guy that taught me everything about these birds, literally did the same exact thing, and he had probably the best success of breeding these birds in the whole United States. So I'm gonna do what he says. That guy just swallowed a whole banana cut up. I guess it wasn't cut completely. But I'm gonna have to start upping their fruit, because as you can see, for these two birds right here, I think they really need to start eating a little more fruit. So I think it's gonna be at about a bucket and a half, starting the new year 100%. It is very, 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 very windy out today, but feels good, but for the camera, it's not good, but whatever. Other than that, The cassowaries are inside of their enclosure. When they stand up fully tall, you can see this is a 4-foot piece of mesh right here. They're just at about 4 foot tall now. Pretty freaking awesome. So other than that, you guys, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put your post notifications on. I hope you guys enjoyed building this cage. And again, like I said, we still have to tear down the whole entire thing. So we're gonna get a big machine to come in and rip it all out, and then we have to go all the way across. This is only like about 45 foot or about close to 50 foot. We still have to go all the way to the end. The whole entire enclosure is gonna be 24 by 80 foot, which is pretty freaking big, and it's gonna be 8 foot tall. That papaya tree has no life left. It's gonna be dead in about 2 days. I'm gonna stop talking. Give me the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.